Hello, my loves. Let's dive into 10 simple yet empowering micro habits that will increase your feminine energy. Some of these habits may seem subtle, but they will definitely make your life feel lighter. Habit number 1 is going to be to micro dress up. And this can be as simple as simply putting on a little bit of makeup, something like lip gloss or even just chapstick. This is you putting your hair back in a slick bun or doing a little something to your hair. This is you wearing a nice set or nice leggings instead of wearing baggy clothes or your pajamas all day. Specifically, as you're going out to run errands and get things done like grocery shopping or a quick run to the store, you want to make sure that you look presentable. Because the thing is that we always feel better when you look better. I have made a personal rule that I do not leave out my house unless I look decent. And again, this doesn't mean that you have to put on a full face of makeup and get super elegant just to go out to the store, but you just want to enhance your natural features already. The other way that I also like to think about this is that what if I happen to come across someone that I like, someone that I'm attracted to, or even someone that could be a business opportunity? You want to look presentable so that you can feel confident. The other tip with micro dressing up as well is to get in the habit of dressing more flowy, more open. This is you wearing more dresses or even skirts. I was never really a skirt girly, at least not in my adulthood, but this is something that I've started incorporating, and there's just something about wearing something flowy that definitely enhances your feminine energy. It puts you right into that space of feeling like a woman. Micro habit number 2, it's going to be more warm and welcoming. This is as simple as smiling more often. Smile randomly. Smile as you speak. Wave at a stranger. Give someone a compliment. Do little nice gestures for someone that you care about. Maybe it's making your mom breakfast today or bringing your coworker coffee this morning. Think about the things that make you feel like a good human being, the things that warm up your heart because you know you're being of service or you know you're helping someone out, even if it's simple and small. I remember this one time where I was having a really bad day. It was one of those days where I didn't even want to get out of bed, but I happened to go to the store to get some things, and there was this little girl who happened to be there and waved at me. She also told me how pretty she thinks that I look, and this made the world of a difference. I mean, I literally left with a smile on my face just from a simple compliment. So next time you're checking out or out and about, give that person a compliment. Ask them about their day. Micro habit number 3 is to add small moments of pleasure into your daily routine. It's so easy to get overwhelmed and consumed by our daily routine. So add little moments where you're having fun, where you're bringing in joy, where you're adding in a little bit of play, no matter what you're doing. I promise you it's going to make a difference with how you feel as you're doing such thing. This is you singing in the shower as you're taking a shower. This is you dancing around as you're doing dishes. This could also be you listening to your favorite podcast as you're driving, or playing I Spot with whoever's in the car with you. And let's say that you're doing laundry and you have kids, or you have a partner, or anyone that is there with you. Maybe you guys can fold laundry together and play a game while you're doing laundry. You can pretend to see who can do it better or who can finish first. And something that I personally like to do is that I'll make random faces throughout the day. Even when I'm recording, I've actually thought about posting some of my bloopers because I think I'm pretty hilarious, if I'm being honest with you. And so what I do is that I make a lot of silly, goofy faces. Like, I literally crack myself up all of the time. Just think about how you can add a little bit of play and a little bit of fun to whatever it is that you're doing. I'm telling you, this will not only make whatever thing you're trying to check off your list more fun, more enjoyable to do, but it makes you feel lighter as you're doing it too. Micro habit number 4, which is probably one of my favorites, is to allow yourself to receive without any guilt and without any rejection. This is you allowing yourself to receive compliments, allowing yourself to rest, allowing yourself to receive help, and practicing being more open and allowing yourself to be spoiled to receive. Because let me ask you this. How many times does someone give you a compliment or ask to do something for you, and maybe you feel a little bit of guilt, or you reject it by saying, oh, today I just threw this on, it's not that big of an idea. Oh, my hair, it's kind of frizzy, so it's not that cute. You can't do that. You are rejecting that compliment. You're rejecting that gesture. And don't feel guilty when someone wants to do something for you, whether it's taking out the trash for you, bring you something that you need, like groceries or something that you needed to pick up. Maybe it's that your friend offers to clean your house for you, or whatever it is. Just make sure that instead of you saying no thank you or I don't want to be a bother, simply accept it and say thank you so much. How thoughtful and how considerate of you to want to do this for me, and just take it because you're worthy and deserving of someone taking care of you. This is something that I really had to learn to do myself. Anytime that anyone did something for me, I would constantly find myself saying, oh, you didn't have to do that. Oh, but I don't want to bother you. Now, I'm always like, oh my God, I get excited and I'm like, thank you so much. You're amazing. And I leave it at that. Because the other thing with this as well is that if you don't know how to receive the simple or smaller things, how are you supposed to know or allow yourself to receive the bigger things that life, the universe, God wants to give you? You won't know how to receive them. You would actually block them energetically, subconsciously. Micro habit number 5. This one is really important as well. And it's to slow down more. Slow down when you're brushing your teeth. Because think about it. How often are we just, oh my God, I need to get this out the way. Slow down when you're eating. Right? We often also rush eating because we have something else to go and do. Slow down when you're speaking. Pause for a moment. Think about your next word. Think about your next phrase. Slow down as you're walking. And this is, oh my God, this totally applies to me before, because I would walk and it's like I was always speed walking and I didn't even realize it. Another really great way to slow down so that you're not feeling rigid all of the time is to prepare things ahead of time for yourself. This is you taking out the clothes that you're going to wear the next day, the night before, including your shoes. Put them somewhere where you can easily find them. This is you making sure that you know where your keys are at so that you're not rushing and worried and anxious and stressed out looking for them at the last minute. This could also be you waking up 10 minutes earlier so that you have a little bit extra time in the morning. And one of my favorite ways to slow down is by maintaining my room clean. So instead of allowing things to pile up for the end of the week when I do my big cleaning, I micro clean. So this is me cleaning up any clothing, any shoes that are in the way, any mess that I see. This is me washing my plate or the cup that I just used instead of allowing things to pile up. Because believe me, in the end, this will make things feel so much lighter for you. You don't always have to be in go mode. Basically, just be more intentional with your movements, with what you're doing. And think about how to make things easier for yourself where you won't feel rigid or rushed. Okay, so I had to entirely re-record this section and part of the video because the first time that I did, the audio did not go through. So here we are on an entire different day because after I started editing, I noticed that it did not record properly. But number 6 is to have an intentional morning and night routine. And let me just say that this is a wonderful and powerful way to increase your feminine energy. This is you spending time in the morning to slowly wake up your body. Whether you're just stretching, doing some yoga, doing hip circles, or even dancing to awaken your body and to connect with your sensuality. And if you're a tea girly or you like drinking coffee, then it's taking time to sit with yourself as you sip your coffee, as you sip your tea. There's also something about spending time breathing in the morning, being present, intentionally slowing down, and starting your morning by simply observing. I promise you, you are going to notice a difference in your energy, in your nervous system throughout the day when you start out in a slow way. And this can just be 10, 15, or 20 minutes of your time in the morning. It really doesn't even have to be that long. And the same thing applies for your night routine. This is you putting your phone away by 7 or 8 o'clock and taking that time to read or journal about your day and your feelings. There's something so powerful about taking time to reflect about how you're feeling and how your day went and releasing. It's sort of like dumping out all of that energy that you carried throughout the day, specifically when when you've had a stressful or overwhelming day. Not only will you go into a deeper rest throughout the night because you've soothed yourself into sleep, but you're also going to wake up feeling so much more energized. This is something that I honestly wish I would have done earlier, is starting an intentional night routine, because I would always complain about not being sleepy enough or not being able to sleep well enough, and it's because I would be scrolling on my phone until the very last minute. Another tip that I can give you with this as well is to wear something silky, something soft to bed. Get as comfortable as you can. Give yourself a nice lavender bath. And just think about all of the steps and all of the things that we do to prepare a baby for sleep. We give them a bath, we read them a story, we sing to them maybe, we dim down the light, we put night music on. Honestly, you want to think of this same foundation for yourself, because I'm telling you, it really makes a world of a difference, especially if you're someone that has a hard time resting at night. Micro habit number 7 is going to be to schedule me time. You have to set time aside to spend quality time with yourself, because again, remember that our routine, our daily to-do list overwhelms us. It takes all of us, and it's very easy to forget that we matter, that we need to take time out for ourselves. This is you taking yourself out on a solo date. This is you having a warm bath with flowers and oils and bath bombs. This is you making you a nice meal, or getting your nails done, or doing them yourself. This is you also spending your afternoon reading instead of scrolling on your phone. And one of my favorite ways to spend quality time with myself is spending time outside in nature, grounding myself, observing the trees and the breeze, connecting with earth. And actually, I have an entire video to date yourself, to connect with yourself, to love on yourself. And I'm going to tag it around here for you to check out, because I go in depth about things that you can do to really schedule that me time. Remember that you also need to attend to yourself. Micro habit number 8. Oh my goodness. This was a game changer for me. Just give it a try. It sounds simple, but I promise this made such a difference for me and how much lighter I feel that I just have to put it on here. I have to share this with you. Micro habit number 8 is to get in the habit of asking yourself, how can I make this easier for myself? This means that whatever it is that you're doing, you're going to pause and you're going to ask yourself, how can I make this easier for myself? For example, there's often times when I'm creating content, when I'm trying to come up with ideas on what video to make next, I don't really know what to do. Sometimes it comes to me easily, other times it doesn't. And so I would find myself stressing out and overwhelming myself with ideas. And instead, we have things like ChatGPT that can make anything easier, that will give you answers to just about everything and anything. And so I started using ChatGPT to help me break down these ideas, to give me additional ideas. So instead of stressing myself out about what ideas to come up with or how to break down the idea, I asked ChatGPT and instantly I have an answer. Another example could be meal prepping for the week. If you're someone who doesn't have a lot of time and you want to be able to just open your fridge and grab something to eat instead of having to cook every single day, when you ask yourself, how can I make this easier for myself? You think, oh, okay, I can meal prep for the week ahead. This way I don't have to cook every day. Another example is that my responsibilities can get quite overwhelming because I am a single mother of 2, so I wear all of the hats in the house. And what I started doing by asking myself, how can I make this easier for myself, is that I started including my kids in the chores and the responsibilities that I have to do around the house. When it's time to fold laundry, guess what? We are going to be folding laundry together and we're going to make it fun and bond over it in the meantime. Instead of me just cleaning up the toys after they're done playing, we clean it up together and we sing along as well as we're doing it. And by including them in these things, it doesn't only allow us to bond over those things, but it also makes it lighter. It also makes it easier for me. Always remind yourself and tell yourself that it gets to be easy for you. Micro habit number 9 is to reinforce your boundaries. Say no if you feel like saying no. You have to remember that you matter just as much as those you care about, if not more. Say no to doing that favor. Say no to going out if you actually feel like staying home. If today you don't feel like cooking, then today you're not gonna cook. If today you don't feel like socializing and you don't have that social battery, you feel like you need time for yourself, explain that and do that. You have to be aware when the people pleaser in you is taking control over your needs and other people's needs. And don't feel guilty about it. Just because you don't do something for someone does not mean that you're not worthy, that you're not being a good friend, a good lover, a good partner, a good daughter, or a good mother. Don't attach your worth to what you do to others. And this is one of the things that I had to learn that was really challenging for me, because the guilt of not showing up would take the best of me. But over time, I learned that I matter just as much and that I need to prioritize myself as well. And also, when it comes to setting boundaries, I highly encourage you to set boundaries with everyone, including romantic relationships, which I feel is like where we overgive the most. Micro habit number 10. And I don't know how micro it is, but this is one that I just have to tell you about. And it's to allow change in your life. This is you taking a different route to work today. This is you going out social dancing, although you haven't done that before. This is you allowing yourself to have dinner at a later time today, or for you to go to a friend's house instead of staying home today. Basically, this is about letting go of control and letting go of how things need to always go every single day. Allowing change is allowing unexpected things, the unknown things, to come into your life. And this is actually such a great practice to get used to being in the unknown, to get used to change, to get used to things not going as planned, and yet not letting that ruin your day, not letting that super affect you. And I share this one because I used to be the type of person that when my routine did not go as planned, if my to-do list was not checked off, it would make me feel incomplete. It would make me feel as if I did not achieve what I needed to achieve. And now, if something doesn't go as planned, if I don't get through my to-do list, it's completely okay. There's always tomorrow. All right, my loves, let me know which micro habits resonated with you the most and which ones you will be applying into your life. Until the next time, see ya!